Assalamualaikum to Puan Asmira Abdullah. We have chosen 995 Maju Senam Rehat for our project at this time. First of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Ayu Kuratu Aini binti Jini. Today, I would like to present about the business background of the company. The business background of the company will include name of the business, type of the business, date commencement, owner capital, location, and business activities. The name of the company is 995 Maju Sendian Berhad. 995 Maju Sendian Berhad is private limited company established on 28 August 2006 with an owner capital 10 million ringgit. The company is located at Subplot 41, second floor 95A Tawan Tutong Commercial Center, Jalan Setiaraja 93350 Kuching, Sarawak. It's open in the construction industry, specializing in building construction, marine engineering, and roadworks. As a private limited company, 995 Maju Sendian Berhad is independently owned and managed, allowing it to focus on delivering quality construction services while maintaining efficient management and long-term business growth. They are all about the business background of 995 Maju Sendian Berhad. Next, I will move to the next slide, which is business characteristics. There are 5 characteristics that I would like to highlight for 995 Maju Sendian Berhad. Firstly is registered and regulated. Secondly, limited liability. Third, separate legal entity. And then, books of account also include in business characteristics for 995 Maju Sendian Berhad. Lastly is professional licensing. Registered and regulated. 995 Maju Sendian Berhad is registered with the Companies Commission of Malaysia (SSM) and must comply with company laws and regulations. The second one is limited liability. Limited liability for 995 Maju Sendian Berhad is shareholders' personal assets are protected. If the company faces financial loss, shareholders are only level up to the amount they invested. Then, the business characteristics are separate legal entities. The company has its own legal entity. For example, contract, asset, and liability are under the company names, not the personal name of its owner. The fourth one is the books of account of 995 Maju Sendian Berhad. Kept of 995 Maju Sendian Berhad are kept properly and systematically to record all financial transactions of the company. All income, expenses, assets, and liability are recorded accurately using the table entry system. The records are supported with relevant documents such as invoice and receipt. This book of account helps the company monitor its financial performance, ensure transparency, and comply with legal and accounting requirements. The last business characteristic for 995 Maju Sendian Berhad is professional licensing. The company holds CIDB 37 UPKJ Class A and PKK Class A licenses, showing it meets legal and professional standards in the construction industry. Okay, that's all about the business characteristics for 995 Maju Sendian Berhad. Next, I will pass to Siti Saleha for the next slide. Thank you.
My name is Siti Saleha binti Muhammad Sutian. Today, I am going to explain about the classification of business item of the business economic activities of the company 995 Maju Senyum Berhad. I'm going to cover the topic that related, which are the assets, liability, capital, revenue, and expenses. The first one is about the assets. The assets in business economic activities are the sand carrier vessel, building for office, land for store, stockpile, shipyard, and the vehicles. But for this company, the main biggest asset is the sand carrier vessel. This asset is used to carry out work and earn the income profit for the company, which is also a very valuable for business operation. Next is about the liability. It is when the business owes money to suppliers. The business gets credit from suppliers such as tools and spare parts. It is also a short-term liability, and it affects cash flow and needs very careful payment planning. The third one is about the capital. The beginning of capital of the owner equity of 995 Maju Senyum Berhad is the paid-up capital of 10 million ringgit Malaysia. This is because the more company invests, the higher of risk of income that this company believes they will gain. The fourth one is about the revenue. The profit revenue the company gains is 100,000 to 300,000 in monthly. For example, the company gains 4 million of profit, which is 60% from project tender value. The last one is about the expenses. The expenses is mainly the business pays the owner or director a monthly salary, which is the profit paid as yearly dividend based on their share. And for the operating cost, it is about 1 million ringgit Malaysia per month. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.
I will be talking about the recording of income or revenue and also the recording of expenses. I will start with the recording of income or revenue. So the business receives payments from clients through a progress payment system where payments are made in stages based on the percentage of work completed. So progress claim invoices are issued at each stage, and revenue is recorded for the completed portions of work upon receipt of payment. So final payment is collected after project completion. So the business issues a progress claim to request payment, followed by an invoice upon approval. So once payment is received, a receipt is issued as proof of payment. These documents serve as source documents for recording revenue and cash receipts. So the business records revenue upon receiving payment from clients. So progress payments received are recognized as revenue in the period the cash is collected and supported by the invoices and also the receipt. The construction business incurs several major types of expenses in its daily operation, which includes material costs, labor costs, machinery expenses, and subcontractor costs. These expenses are essential for the completion of construction projects and are carefully recorded to ensure accurate financial reporting and cost control. So material costs form a significant portion of the business expenses and include items such as cement, steel, bricks, sand, and other construction materials. So these materials are purchased from suppliers and supported by source documents such as supplier invoices, delivery orders, and receipts. The cost of materials is recorded as project expenses and allocated to specific construction projects to ensure accurate tracking of project costs. So the labor costs consist of wages and salaries paid to workers involved in the construction process, including site workers, supervisor, and administrative staff. So labor expenses may be paid on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. So payroll records, timesheets, and payment vouchers are used as supporting documents, and the expenses are recorded as operating or project-related costs. So machinery expenses include costs related to the use of construction equipment, such as excavators, cranes, mixers, and other heavy machinery. These expenses may involve equipment rental fees, fuel costs, maintenance, and repair charges. All machinery-related expenses are recorded based on invoices, and receipts are allocated to the relevant projects where the machinery is used. So the subcontracted costs are incurred when certain portions of the construction work, such as electrical works, plumbing, or finishing works, are outsourced to the subcontractors. So payments to subcontractors are supported by subcontractor agreements, progress claims, and invoices. So these costs are recorded as project expenses and matched against the revenue generated from the project. So overall, all these expenses are systematically recorded in the accounting system to ensure that project costs are accurately tracked and matched with revenue. So proper recording of expenses helps the business monitor profitability, manage cash flow, and prepare reliability financial statements. So the construction business keeps all relevant source of documents as proof of expenses, which includes supplier invoices, payment receipts, and delivery orders. These documents are essential to support the accuracy and validity of each expense recorded in the accounting records. So supplier invoices are used to record purchase of construction materials and services, whereas the receipts serve as proof of payment made to suppliers or subcontractors. Lastly, delivery orders are kept to verify that construction materials have been delivered to the project site. So these documents help to confirm the quantity and types of material received and ensure that expenses recorded in the account correspond to actual goods delivered. So next will be the labor costs in the construction business are recorded under three main categories, namely daily wages, monthly salaries, and subcontractor payments. So each category is recorded separately to ensure accurate tracking of project costs and proper financial reporting. So firstly, daily wages are paid to site workers based on the number of days worked. So attendance records or timesheets are used as supporting documents to calculate the total wages payable. So once payment is made, the transaction is recorded as labor expense in the accounting records with cash or bank credited. So secondly, monthly salaries are paid to permanent staff, such as site supervisor, administrative staff, or project managers. So salary payments are supported by payroll records and salary slips. Lastly is subcontractor payments are made to external parties hired to perform specific construction tasks such as electrical works, plumbing, or plastering. Subcontractors issue invoices upon completion of their assigned work or at agreed stages. So lastly, the payments made to some contractors are recorded using a progressive payment system where payments are made in stages based on the percentage of work completed by the subcontractor.
My name is Cik Muhammad Nakib Akbar and Cik Nazli.
So, in this part of the presentation, I'm going to explain the strengths and the weakness of the recording process of this company. Let's start with the strengths. The first strength is the efficient payment tracking. Payments can be recorded and checked quite quickly. Because all the information is captured early, it helps speed up the overall process. This also reduces confusion, especially when checking whether payments have been made or not. In simple terms, it helps the team work faster and with fewer mistakes. The second strength is the separation of accounts and audit. Each person has clear role and responsibility. For example, the person recording the transaction is different from the person checking it. This reduces the risk of errors and helps improve the accuracy. It also makes the system more organized and easier to control. Another strength is the email-based database. All records are stored digitally in one place. This means documents are not easily lost and information can be retrieved quickly when needed. It is especially helpful during audits or when management needs to review past transactions. Next is email communication. Email allows quick confirmation of the transaction and instructions. At the same time, every email creates a record that can be referred to later. This provides a digital audit trail which improves transparency and accountability. Overall, this strength shows that the recording process helps improve efficiency, accuracy, and record tracking. Now, let's move to the weaknesses of the recording process. One of the major weaknesses is the need for supervisor training. Supervisors are expected to handle recording tasks, but not all of them have proper training. At the same time, they are also responsible for daily operations on site. Balancing both responsibility can be difficult, especially for new or less experienced supervisors. Another weakness is the time management for manual tasks. Manual recording requires time and attention. During busy periods, supervisor may focus more on operations, such as handling staff or customers. As a result, recording tasks may be delayed or rushed, which increase the risk of errors. There are also challenges is on-site recording. The system requires transactions recorded immediately. However, during peak hours, this is not always practical. Supervisors may postpone the recording until later, which can lead to missing details or forgotten transactions. Finally, manual transactions errors are still common. These include cash discrepancies and missing records. When everything depends on manual input, mistakes can more likely to happen. These errors can affect the accuracy of the financial records and make it harder for management to trust the data. This is all from our group's presentation. We hope this presentation is beneficial to everyone. Thank you.